Und hallo zurück zu unserem Überlebenskampf gegen ein paar noch nicht näher qualifizierte Straßengangster, die uns hier auflauern.
Fall loomed over me with the... Fall struck me with the full force of my long-lost youth. Nah, not that. Fall descended over me with the full weight of a guilty conscience. God, that's worse.
War ich jetzt schnell genug? Ja.
What were you thinking? He wants him alive.
Schnell hinterher gucken. Was finde ich an denen noch? Ein Tribble.
I felt fall seep through my bones like the pain of a good beating. Mediocre, but appropriate.
Ich meine, ich hätte rechtzeitig A gedrückt, um das Tribble auf, oder wie man das nennt, um das zu entziffern, mir zu merken. Aber wie immer war ich wahrscheinlich zu alt, zu langsam, zu schwach, wer weiß. Und ich kann gleich neue Schlussfolgerungen ziehen.
Against all odds, next morning I got up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And I had my kind, unknown assailants to thank. The beating had taken its toll, but for the first time in months, I had slept like a baby.
Oh, come on, Helen, focus! All right, take 5. We'll work on that double backhand later.
Wieso hat er einen FBI-Ausweis? Er ist Privatdetektiv.
Well, Mr. Blackmore,
Gefälscht.
what can I do for the FBI?
Actually, the real question is, what don't you want the FBI to do to you?
Quick to thread, are we? Not that I'm not flattered, mind you, but I'd appreciate if you were a bit less fake.
Ja, wenn ich nicht mal halbe Aufsätze durchlesen müsste, bevor ich mich für eine Alternative entscheide, dann wäre ich auch gerne weniger vage.
Maybe if we could speak in private?
Alec!
Coming!
You've got 4 minutes, Mr. Blackmore, so... make them count.
Was ist mit deinem Verhältnis zu Stone?
They say you're
Mit?
currently involved with Al Stone, the boxer. Is that correct?
Wow, the FBI sure knows what it's doing. So, out of the 100 million Americans who know about that, who did you extort to get such highly confidential information?
Don't beat around the bush. We know why you're with him.
Oh, so you like his biceps too?
Desmond O'Leary asked you to seduce Stone. Why?
What? No, I met Al by chance at a party. A party hosted by Desmond O'Leary. No, that can't be. No one is that shrewd. Not even him. Damn, I hate that bastard.
Aha. Wusste sie nichts davon?
We're aware of at least 6 rigged games during your first year as a professional player.
And?
You won all of them.
Are you trying to offend me? I give my all on the court. I can't be held accountable if my rivals don't do the same. Go interrogate them.
We know about you and Desmond O'Leary.
Wow, your sagacity never ceases to amaze me. Wait, I get it. They must wrap your FBI sandwiches in gossip magazines.
The thing is, well...
You see, I'd love to wipe out that part of my past, but whatever.
Do you have any regrets?
Ads pay more than trophies. Can you believe it? Being associated with such a shady character could only damage my reputation. Trust me, never get involved with a married man. Anyway, at least now I know why you mentioned the rigged games. I can't blame you, Mr. Blackmore. I understand why I seem suspect. Although I doubt the FBI would ever get this involved in a sporting scandal. What do you really have against O'Leary? And please don't say illegal gambling.
We've got reason to believe he's working with the Chicago mob. This isn't just illegal gambling anymore. It's organized crime. I'm serious, Miss Moore. America can't afford to let anyone shake its foundations like that. And America's sweetheart can't afford it either. Help us out. Talk to us.
And why should I, Mr. Blackmore? What do I stand to gain or lose?
I'm sure you're aware that we could end your career if what we know goes public. But no one wants that to happen, right?
This is actually quite simple.
Eine Sportlerin, die raucht, aber das gab es damals noch. So, 2 Sachen gibt es zu sehen. Ich liebe dich jetzt und ewig. I love you now and forever. Desmond O'Leary vielleicht. Helen Moore hat ein Zigarettenetui mit einer romantischen Gravur bei sich. Jo.
One
Und
lucky gal.
das Kleeblatt. Das Kleeblatt
You have
von
a
Desmond
light,
O'Leary. Ich habe ein Zippo-Feuerzeug, aber ob ich dir das gebe, das weiß ich noch nicht. Es gibt noch was zu sehen. Was denn? Ihre Zähne oder ihre Nase?
The pearly white teeth of someone who barely smokes. Am I making her
Na,
nervous?
so weiß sind die aber oben nicht.
Damn. I'm almost out of fluid.
Wanna know my trick? Go down to start, then up with it, and then down again.
Oh, du kennst dich aber aus. Muss ich das jetzt mit dem...
Almost. Almost. Almost.
Aha, toll. Wie schnell oder langsam soll ich es denn jetzt?
Thanks. I don't know what you want me to say. You're trying to frame O'Leary, perhaps rightfully so, but I think you're barking up the wrong tree. Believe me, if I had the slightest...
Come on, Helen. Time to work on your backhand. Let's go.
Sie weiß das nicht, dass sie so benutzt wird von O'Leary.
Do you smoke? Nice meeting you, Mr. Blackmore. Did you bring my water?
Ich habe keine Möglichkeit gefunden, ihr irgendwie anzudeuten, was O'Leary mit ihr vorhat, wie er sie missbraucht, um Al Stone zu erpressen. Jedenfalls so, wie ich das glaube, dass er das tut. Die gesammelten Hinweise lassen neue Schlussfolgerungen zu. Na dann schließen wir doch mal wieder schön.
She tossed the cigarette in your face? You're such a loser! Too bad I was busy chasing Cassidy. If that had been me, America would no longer have a sweetheart. So, what do you say, you and me, we change places next time, huh?
Your turn. Now tell me, what did you find out?
You're gonna love this. You ready? I've got news, but I happen to also have a
Blacksad.
My husband has disappeared.
What? Who is... Oh, Mrs. Colbert.
But last night he got a phone call. He said he had to work, and he still hasn't come back. Nobody's seen him at work since yesterday evening. Plus, I haven't heard from you since our first conversation. Do you have anything?
I wouldn't worry too much. It hasn't even been 24 hours. Not even the police take these matters seriously until it's been at least 48 hours.
I don't know.
He'll be back, I promise. Mrs. Colbert?
That good for nothing. I'm gonna scratch his eyes out. I'll tear his stupid head off. I'm gonna make him regret.
Okay, so groß scheint die Liebe doch nicht zu sein. Sie wird über den Verlust hinwegkommen.
But what just happened? Is there anything you didn't tell me?
Maybe. But now it's your turn. Tell me about Cassidy. Come on, spit it out.
I didn't find anything suggesting that Cassidy had anything to do with Dunn's murder, but...
That's quite the tale.
But I know Cassidy will be playing poker tonight with one Howard M. Farnham II, a Texas tycoon looking to get his claws on the boxing business. I also know that he and Cassidy have never met in person, and that Farnham, who's staying at the Balford Hotel, hasn't left his room. Apparently, he spent the night with 3 bottles of bourbon. So, here's my incredible plan. I'll go to the hotel, I'd knock him out, and then take his place in the poker game. That way, I'll get Cassidy talking. What do you think? Incredible, right?
Didn't we agree that you would handle Helen more while I dealt with Cassidy next time? No?
So, ich werde wohl mit Cassidy pokern müssen. Und dabei ein wenig in ihn hineinhorchen, was sich in seiner dunklen Seele so tut. Ich würde aber gerne auch erstmal die Gelegenheit ergreifen, meine Schlüsse zu ziehen, von denen mir gesagt wurde, dass ich sie ziehen kann. Ich kam bisher nicht dazu. So, im Balford Hotel wohnt der angebliche Mitspieler von Jack Cassidy.
Good afternoon, Mr. Farnham.
What's going on?
Allow me to introduce myself. Room service. I've brought the bottles you ordered.
I didn't order me no drinks, and you're not wearing the hotel uniform. Move on, you drunk.
War wohl die falsche Entscheidung. Nochmal? Okay, wenn es drauf ankommt, kriege ich immer einen neuen
Good
Versuch.
afternoon, Mr. Farnham.
What's going on?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm John Blackmore, director of the Balford Hotel. We like to make our distinguished guests feel welcome. Please accept this small token of our appreciation.
Oh, sure. I was fixing to leave, but I guess them monuments ain't going anywhere. Well, come on in then.
Getting in Farnham's room was easy. Earning his trust was another story. But I always have an ace up my sleeve.
Blackmore, you okay, partner?
The best way to earn someone's trust is to make them believe they've earned yours. And sometimes, the best way to fake it is to tell the truth. I don't know where to begin.
Was?
I read it out at 2 times.
Das ist immerhin
and now
ernst,
he's dead.
ehrlich.
You told the husband, and he restored her honor, right?
Something like that.
Well then, what's the problem, son? You did the right thing, and that pig got what he was in for. Listen here, you're gonna get your reward, son, from our Lord Jesus and this here bottle.
One of the tricks of this trade is to be wary of the biases we all have. They cloud our judgment and blur the person in front of us, painting them with the shades of our preconceived notions of who they should be. But every once in a while, you run into someone so locked in personality that they can only be regarded as a stereotype. Farnham was a disgrace, not only to himself, but to Texas and the entire human race. To think I had to impersonate him. I wish I was like you. You seem so content, so free of burdens.
Stop right there, partner. You think this old dog don't have ticks? Let me tell you something about my first wife. Woo-wee!
Once I had gained Farnham's trust, the hard part was deciding what I needed to know to become him and not get myself killed.
What can I do for you, sir?
Howdy. My name's Howard M. Farnham II.
Okay. Should I know you? What can I do for you, sir?
Farnham was one hell of a drinker. I had to get the information out of him before he drank himself unconscious. Otherwise, I'd have to find that information myself.
Finde dir Infos, bevor die Zeit abläuft. Ja, schön, indem ich jetzt mit seinem Friseur rede, oder was? Der Dialog war gerade etwas schräg. Wie finde ich jetzt etwas über ihn heraus? Bevor die Zeit abläuft, indem ich ihn erstmal mir angucke. Was haben wir denn hier? Was ist das? Ja, dann zeig mir mal seinen Ausweis oder was ich da gesehen habe. Aha. Er war im Barbershop.
Got a Vietnamese shave last time.
No. Please, come in. Of course. I remember you.
Ich komme mit der Chronologie nicht ganz mit. Findet die Pokerpartie im Hinterzimmer des Barbershops statt, oder was? Nee.
I'm sure you'll understand we can't be too careful. Our host has many enemies, and someone has to keep them at bay.
Sure, I get it.
I'm glad to hear that. Now, please answer my question.
Ich hoffe, ich habe
How
wieder 3
much does
Versuche.
it cost to get yourself a clean Vietnamese shave?
Ich fürchte, das kostet Leben.
Man, sure enough, booze put the nail on the coffin of my first marriage. You know, the wife that called me
Hat Vollbart nach wie vor.
My second marriage, too. You know what I did to her daddy? Same old with several mistresses. So I decided to stick to my guns and only deal with hookers, even if I did end up marrying some.
I feel you, Mr. Farnham. So I'm going to be honest with you. I spent all my savings on poker. And if I had any money left, I'd spend that too.
Poker's not the trouble. It's the play with no bills in your pocket is the trouble.
Oh, trust me. I had plenty of bills.
Come on now. You ain't got a pot to piss in, son. I just paid 10 years worth of your salary, fixing to play me some poker, and that's no more than petty cash to me.
10-fache meines
Cash, to
Jahreslohns.
be honest. I asked you how much.
Also viel.
Of course they gave me my receipts. What do you think I am, boy? Wait, I'll show you. I gotta get somewhere.
Die geben Quittungen aus.
I get it. I just put it over. I think I'll be right back.
So, kann ich wieder suchen nach der Quittung, die er irgendwo bei sich hat. Für seine vietnamesische Rasur alias Poker-Turnier oder Poker-Quittung. Was haben wir hier?
Ding dong. Interesting name for a town.
No. Was haben wir noch?
Ding Dong?
Nein.
Interesting name for a town.
Ist das die Bill? Die Quittung. 20.000.
Why didn't you just say you had the receipt in
Aha.
your pocket?
Damals waren Dollar noch was.
But tell me, who told you to come to this barber shop?
Ich versuche mich zu erinnern.
Let me tell you a little secret about my first wife, sonny boy. When I met that woman, she had no manners, no money, no... Who in the hell? Farnham. My God, if it ain't the hero of the day.
Ich werde meine Hörsinne einsetzen, als wenn ich kann, wie ich will.
It's not going to be easy to sound Texan, but I'll give it my best shot.
Okay, das war aber nicht das, was ich suche. Ich muss trotzdem rausfinden. Ey, wo muss ich denn hingucken? Sein
This will
Schlips.
surely imbue me with the Texan spirit.
Das hilft mir nichts. Wo habe ich hier noch was? Meine Zeit läuft ab. Sein Hut.
Nothing says Texan like a cowboy hat.
I'll be damned.
An seiner Hand.
I probably don't need to imitate his gestures during the game, but it certainly wouldn't hurt to try.
Okay, ich habe mir alles Mögliche jetzt von ihm abgeguckt.
Yes, sir. Sure enough.
Knowing
I'm
Farnham,
fixing
the
it.
owner of this bra only came here for business.
Haben wir noch einen?
Anyway, Kenny,
Kenny.
thanks for fixing the game with Cassidy. God bless you, brother.
Ein Kenny hat mir gesagt, wo ich hinkommen muss für diese Pokerpartie.
Craziest goddamn Texan in New York.
My good old friend Kenny. Craziest goddamn Texan in New York.
You know how many Kennys there are in New York? Kenny who?
So besides when and where the game will be, the password, and the money Farnham dished out, what else do I need?
Eine Visitenkarte mit einem Kenny drauf. Habe ich Zeit? Nee, die Zeit läuft ab. Was ist hier? Nix.
Not even a Bible.
Oben drauf liegt auch nichts. Was ist mit den Flaschen?
At least it's comforting to know that when Farnham drinks too much, his female companions have less of a hard time.
Das hilft mir nichts. Wo ist hier noch irgendetwas, das mir Auskunft über Kenny gibt?
Ding Dong?
Nein,
Interesting
Ding Dong,
name
ja,
for a
wissen wir
town.
schon. Ding Dong Casino. An ihm finde ich nichts mehr. Da ist noch.
Kenny. Hey, you think you can't be friends with someone and not know their last name?
Let me think. No.
Ah. Ich sollte schon wissen, wie Kenny richtig heißt, mit vollem Namen. Sonst wird nichts aus meiner schönen Pokerpartie.
My good old friend Kenny. Craziest goddamn Texan in New York.
You know how many Kennys there are in New York? Kenny who?
So besides when and where the game will be, the password, and the money Farnham dished out, what else do I need?
Wo finde ich noch einen Hinweis auf Kenny? Ja, schön. Danke, Pete Franchetti, dich brauche ich nicht. Ist hier irgendwas sonst? Nein. Was liegt da auf dem Boden?
They smell like a party.
Das alles? Irgendwelche Klamotten? Im Koffer stecken irgendwelche Zettelchen, aber nichts, was ich suche, was ich wissen müsste. Am Spiegel ist nichts, am Schrank. Was ist hier am Schrank?
Luckily, there was only one Kinney in Farnham's address book.
Kenny X. Haha.
Residing at...
Cornell Plaza, Manhattan. Stunning penthouse.
I'm not surprised. Mr. Eeks has excellent taste. Do you happen to know what he asked for the last time he was here?
Ich versuche mich zu erinnern. Wo finde ich darüber irgendwelche Auskünfte, was er bei seinem letzten Besuch hier wollte? Der gute Kenny.
No matter how superficial someone may seem, there's always a way to win their heart.
Ein sehr teurer Revolver. Schön, komme ich hier mal weg.
Don't tell me, Billy Bob. This here is my new friend Father. Am I right?
Sure enough, your barber was fixing to give me a shave.
You can get a good shave at another time. Billy Bob is always at our beck and call.
Of course.
Hey, come on. Let's get in there before they finish all the bourbon without us.
I haven't frisked him yet, sir.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Mr. Farnham here, he's an honest Texan. And I'm sure he'll hand over his weapon if we ask him to. Right?
Natürlich, für einen Texaner
Sure, but you better take good
habe ich
care
natürlich
of my
eine Waffe
girl.
bei mir. Habe ich ja gerade gefunden. Die teure
It'll be
Wumme.
my
So.
pleasure.
Hätte ich als Texaner keine Waffe bei mir gehabt, wäre es verdächtig gewesen, glaube ich.
Welcome, gentlemen. Chips are on the table and guns are in the safe. Now, we got a lovely night of poker ahead of us full of smoking and bourbon. So let's get started. Take a seat, Mr. Farnham. Let me introduce you. To my right, wearing gray boxers and weighing in at 140 pounds, the owner of Pink Vice, the largest meat market in all of Manhattan.
In other words, a real son of a bitch. No offense to the women he exploits.
Our reigning champion, Oswald Quince.
A title I aim to keep, provided our new contender here doesn't interfere.
Well, I'll do what I can.
Now you got me worried. Never trust a humble player.
The truth is that our friend Farnham owns the largest and, I dare say, most entertaining establishment in Texas.
Really? So we're colleagues then?
Yeah, you wish, Quince. He owns a casino.
Damn.
And it's not even in Austin or Dallas. It's actually in a little town called, what was it? Darn it. I looked it up the other day. Had a funny ring to it. I hate it when this happens.
I thought they moved all Texan casinos to Vegas.
Ding dong.
Gambling is legal.
You mean Ding Dong, Texas?
Ding dong. That's it.
Who'd ever think of a name like that?
Well, casino or no casino, let's just hope he doesn't keep as many aces up his sleeve as the late Ventimiglia, huh?
Amen.
To my left, wearing brown boxers and weighing in at 396 pounds,
Frank, show some respect, huh?
the hospitality tycoon, Polly,
Tycoon. I just own a small bar with pool tables. Clients drink close to nothing and play even less, but certain business transactions just couldn't happen anywhere else.
Damn it, Paulie. Why don't I know your last name?
Because they took it away from me. You have no idea how good my ex-wife's lawyer is.
Women, they even take our damn names.
You're too much, Paulie.
When you're done sightseeing, why don't you drop by La Iguana for a game of pool? And I'll buy you a drink. But I have to warn you, my clientele isn't crazy about furry fellas such as yourself.
Ich liebe auch Pool.
Thanks. I love me some pool.
Perfect. It'll be my pleasure.
You're looking to start your own pool business, Farnham?
Oh, ich bekomme ein
This
Streichholzbriefchen.
guy here wants to start a boxing association in Texas. Guess who he's turning to for advice?
To be honest, several things got me worried, so I'd be much obliged for any counseling.
So, what worries you?
Having to compete with illegal gamblers like that old Leary fella.
Oh? One would almost think that you live in New York, my friend. That son of a bitch killed one of my men and left the poor bastard on my damn porch. But he's a goner now. Ever since the sport got put on TV, people want a fair game, honest boxes, and no shady business. You can't break the law anymore like before. Nowadays, they gotta bribe those big network executives to negotiate for broadcasting rights. Billy Ma, bring out the bourbon. We're drying up here. I'll deal with a fresh deck, of course. We respect traditions in this establishment.
Poker is as boring as it is simple. All you need to do is read people's faces. And even the worst detective has that trick up his sleeve. The real issue is knowing what to play for when there's much more than just money at stake.
Ich möchte nicht verärgern, also spiele ich auf Niederlage. Ich komme nicht dazu, eine kleine Unterbrechung zu machen. I'm sorry.
How many games have you won in a row, Quince?
And here I was hoping that Farnham would steal your championship belt.
I don't think he'll need a belt, especially if he ends up losing his pants. Mark my words, Farnham will be calling his wife before the night is over.
Ha! Oh, hey, by the way, did you guys hear about Kenny's wife? Pretty tragic, huh?
What happened?
Oh, plain bad luck. Hey, but Farnham, I'm sure you know more about it than I do.
Ich versuche mich zu erinnern.
Anyway, Kenny, thanks for fixing the game with Cassidy. God bless you, brother. Craziest goddamn Texan in New York. And the poor fella's already got enough on his hands now that his wife.
Tell me more about your first wife.
Oh, right. Where were we? Same difference.
Ich glaube, er erzählt mir jetzt von der falschen Frau.
Oh, seriously, where were we? All right. We was fixing to have another drink.
So komme ich leider nicht weiter. Ich sollte was über Kenny erfahren. So erfahre ich leider nichts über Kenny.
Hey, it's coming back to me now. We were talking about my wife, right? One of them. Same difference. Oh, Lord.
Damn! I don't like waiting. Kenny won't like it, but I'm not gonna sit here wondering. Billy Bob, pass me the phone. Come on.
Sometimes you get the feeling that it's all gone wrong, that you've made a terrible mistake.
Fliege ich gerade auf. Ich fliege
Did
gerade
I say
auf.
sometimes? Huh. No. That only happens once in a lifetime.
Okay, aber das gibt mir die Gelegenheit zu der kleinen Pause, die ich gerade brauche. Ich werde es erneut versuchen, aber nicht mehr in diesem Video, sondern erst im nächsten. Bis dahin, ciao, ciao.